what I want to do in this course basically is to show you how you can leverage on Google to grow your business, get sales, get leads, drive traffic to your website, and basically move your business forward. And running ads on Google has a lot of advantages, as you see in a moment. So in this video, I'll just take you from the very beginning and walk you through all the basic steps you need to know to start setting up ads that convert on Google. I will not be going into the very deep part, but I'll make sure that you gain sufficient knowledge to the point where you can start running ads with Google. Okay, so just follow me step by step and I'm going to show you everything practically. I'm actually going to set up a live ad you see, and all the process you need to put in place, all the systems you need to put in place. All right, this is going to be very fast and very sharp because I don't want to waste too much time on this. So let's get started with why should you run ads on Google. You know, a lot of people do Facebook ads because Facebook ads is quite simple. You know, it's easier, the interface, the navigation, and just easy to understand. But Google ads, it will take you some time to really learn and master it works, but once you get a hang of it, Google ads can give you better results than you can get anywhere. But with that said, that does not mean you should take all your ads to Google. What I basically do is what I advertise on Google or Facebook, how I decide the platform to use for my ad is basically dependent on the product I'm advertising and what are the best ways for people to discover this product. Is it on Facebook? Is it on Instagram? Is it on Google? But Google ads is basically search ads, although you can create display ads, that's ads that show up on maybe other applications or blogs, but we are going to focus on search ads in this course because display ads, when you start displaying ads on Google networks, that's third-party apps and third-party websites, you will not get the kind of conversion you are looking for. So display ads are basically for awareness, and it takes you spending a whole lot of money to want to dive into that. That's why you notice that it's big companies and big businesses that display ads inside mobile apps and websites. Okay, so we are going to focus on search ads really. And before you decide which product to advertise on Google, you just want to know, or you just want to find out if people are going to Google to actively search for what you are about to advertise. You know, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you target people based on their interest, so they don't have to look for it. They just do what they do every day on Facebook, and then your ad shows up in front of them. But with Google ads, you want to make sure that what you're advertising, people are actively going to Google to search for it. And then our goal is to place our ads at the top of Google search results. Okay, let me give you a very simple example. If I open a new tab here and I search for smartphone graphics design course, I'm going to show you a tool that you can use to know what people are searching for before you start placing your ads on Google. But you see that this is an ad that is ranking for smartphone graphics design course. Now this that I typed here is known as a keyword. So a keyword is simply what people type in search whenever they go to Google to search for what they are looking for. So these are called keywords, and you hear me say it over and over and over again. What you are basically doing when running ads on Google is you are targeting specific keywords so that when people search for this keyword, your ad gets to rank either as the first result or the second result. Okay, so as you can see, a number of people running ads, but here is my course on smartphone graphic design. Even though it's not on ad, this is ranking on Google by organic SEO, and because they are running ads, their course is showing before my course. So what you have here is what we call Google ads or search ads. So the advert you see whenever you go to Google to search for certain keywords. All right, let me show you practically what banner ads are. Let me open a blog. Let me see. Let me look for a random blog. Okay, this campuscybercafe.com. Okay, let me scroll down. This does not look like a website that will carry an ad. Okay, there's no ad here. Let me search for another keyword. Now you see that when people go to Google to search for stuff, Google knows their intention. It has a way of knowing their intention. You know, the machine has been trained. So this keyword here literally tells Google that there is a purchase intention. The person searching for something like this wants to buy. That's why I see that most of the results here are where somebody can make payments and buy the course they are looking for. But if I search for smartphone graphics design, this does not really show that I want to buy something. So Google will bring out blog posts that answer my question. So let me just scroll down and open a random blog post. For instance, I want to show you what banner ads are. I'm sure you would have seen it maybe when using any of these mobile apps that use Google AdMob, or when you are visiting a random blog, you see all those ads that are littered around the post. So all of these here are called banner ads. So you can see here advertisement. Let this page just load up completely. Okay, so here's another banner ad. I hope you basically understand what I'm talking about. And this is what we can do with Google Ads. We are also going to be running ads to YouTube. You can run ads to YouTube using Google Ads. Okay, so you know, YouTube and Google basically under the same company. All right, so why should you run Google Ads? First, Google is the biggest search engine in the world. Now, there are a lot of crazy stats about YouTube, but I'm going to be mentioning just the ones that are important to us. And Google processes over 99,000 searches every second. So every second that pass by, Google processes 99,000 searches and 8.5 billion searches every day. That's insane. And all these are people looking for different stuffs. And what you are selling, what your business all about, chances are there are people among these 8.5 billion daily searchers looking for what you are selling. Okay, that's why Google Ads is very important. And this is the potential you have with Google Ads. You can reach a massive number of people, not just ordinary people, but people who are actively searching for what you're advertising. So people need what you have right now, unlike interest-based ads like running ads on Facebook when you target people based on their interest. So Facebook now observes people's behavior, their activity in the past, and try to decide or predict what they'll be interested in. But with Google, you can target people who are searching for where to buy maybe a Facebook ads course, where to buy a YouTube training, how to start affiliate marketing, you know, and all those things. That's why Google Ads is very powerful. You meet people when they are very ready to take action. That's one big advantage. Then the return on ad spend on Google Ad is very high. You can get as much as 8 to 10%, 10 times return. All right, so this is supposed to be 10 times, not 10%. That means if you spend $1, you could get $8 with Google Ads, which is like one of the best conversion rates in any advertising network out there. So ROAS, ROAS, means return on ad spend. So these are big advantages why you should be running ads with Google. All right, then here's what we're going to cover in this course. I'll show you how to set up your Google Ads account, planning your Google Ads, keyword research for Google Ads, how to write title and describe your Google Ads, how to launch, optimize, and scale your Google Ads, and how to set up your business on Google using Google's free platform, that's Google My Business, how to set up your Google My Business profile. And this is very important because if I go on Google and search for where to buy iPhone in Lagos, first you see all of these ads from Konga. These are Google ads, but then the next thing you see are businesses that have listed on Google. All these people did it for free using Google My Business, and I'll show you how you can do that. If you have a physical location, an office, and people around that location are looking for something, Google knows all of these things, and then it will present your business to them, show them your address on Google Maps. All right, so that's very interesting. Okay, let's start with setting up your Google Ads account in this lesson. First of all you need is a Google account or a Gmail account, whichever one you decide to call it. If you have a Google account, creating a Google Ads account is free. And also let me mention that it's very important you do this on your laptop, on your computer, because most times people try to do all of these stuffs on phone, and I don't know why. Either maybe they don't have access to a computer or something, but all these things you basically be able to do everything the way it's supposed to be if you're on desktop. You can manage your ads on your phone. There's a Google Ads app that you can install to your phone, and I use that a lot to manage my ads and see how things are going. The same with Facebook ads. I have the Facebook Ads Manager app on my phone used to manage and monitor my ads. But then if you want to set up ads, you want to run ads, if you want to really market your business, you should do it on desktop. And what you basically want to do is you can visit ads.google.com, that's to create a new ad account, or you can just, if your Google account, your email account is logged into this browser, you just want to select that. So let me select one that I've not created a Google Ad account on before. So here's this Google account, and you just want to click on this Google Apps here. You click on it, it brings out all of these Google tools, and then you scroll down to where you have Google Ads. Okay, so if I click on this Google Ads, you see that it still brings me to ads.google.com. Again, if I just search for ads.google.com and I click enter, it still brings me to this same page. So those are the two routes you can follow, and just click on got it here. Then what you want to do is to click on start now to create a new Google Ads account. And here what you just want to do is to click on new Google Ads account. But if you've created any ads account before, you see the ad account you've created. Just click on new Google Ads account. So now it will try to get you to set up a new campaign right away, but we are not going to be setting up any ads at the moment. We need to set up our account first. So what you just need to do is to scroll down and then click on switch to expert mode. That brings you here, and right now what you just want to do, you see on create an account without a campaign. So click on create an account without a campaign. We don't want to set up any ad at the moment. So you want to select your billing country, put it to Nigeria, your time zone, Nigeria, right? GMT +1, and then your currency, you just have to leave it at US dollars. So far, I've tried Naira a number of times, but doesn't work. So here you can decide if you want to opt in for performance tips. That's you want Google to be sending you emails that will help your campaigns, that will help your advertising on Google. You can check this, but if you don't want, you say no, don't send me performance tips. Then you click on submit. All right, congrats, your account has been created. Go ahead and click explore your account. Also, you can just install the Google Ads app on your phone. You can scan this code to do that, or just go to Play Store or App Store and you are going to get that. Let me click on explore your account. This is what your typical new account will look like, and with this you are ready to start running ads on Google. But there's something we need to do first, that's set up our tracking, and then to do that we are going to be using Google Analytics. And here's what I did. Basically, you click on tools and settings and then come over to measurement and then click on Google Analytics. Okay, now it's going to prompt you to create a new Google Analytics account. The importance of Google Analytics is to help you measure users' activities on your website. This is very important because when you are running ads, you basically want to be able to keep track of people visiting your website. That's where you are running the ads to, and then be able to create a custom audience of those people so that you can retarget them with feature ads. And also you can retarget them by specific actions they have taken on your website. Let's say people that visited a specific page and all those things. And one thing I do when running Google Ads is I use Google Ads to target people searching for stuff, and then I use Facebook ads to follow them up. And to do that is very simple. Just install your Facebook pixel on your website and also make sure your Google Analytics tracking is working very fine, and then you'll be able to do all of that. So people visit your website, you create a custom audience of them on your Facebook business account, and then you retarget them. So anytime people visit your website, they start seeing your ads on Facebook. I hope you got that point. All right, so I already have a Google Analytics account here. That's why you have all of this data, but usually you are going to see everything here should be 0. Now, how to link your Google Analytics to your website, your landing page, or wherever you are running the ads to? First of all, different websites, different platforms have like different methods of setting up Google Analytics. First, if you are using a WordPress website, what you want to do is to come over to plugins, click on add new, and then search for Google Site Kit. And here's it, Google Site Kit by Google. With this plugin on your WordPress site, you'll be able to link your website to Google Analytics so that I see all of those data, link your website to Google AdSense so that I can monetize your website, and also link your website to Google Search Console. This plugin does all of that for you automatically, and I have it like working on my site right now. So if you're using a WordPress site, this is the option you should use. Use Google Site Kit, and activate Google Site Kit on your website, follow the setup. It's a simple setup. They'll give you all the prompts, click on a few buttons, and you'll start seeing the results from your website on Google Analytics. So that's how you do it on WordPress if you have a WordPress website. Now, let's say you are using maybe System, MailChimp, GetResponse, all of these landing page builders. You want to run your ads, your Google ads to your landing page on any of these web builders. To do that, you paste your analytics ID on your landing page, and your analytics ID is just like the Facebook pixel ID. You know how you copy your Facebook pixel ID and then just go and paste it on a landing page, and then Facebook start tracking events on your website. That's how the analytics ID works. And to get that, you just want to come over here to admin, and then you click on tracking info, select tracking code, and then here's the tracking ID. All right, so you can just copy this. And then let's say you are using GetResponse, for instance, you can come over to your GetResponse landing page. Let me show you a very practical example, and then come over to edit settings, and then just scroll down to the point where you see analytics and remarketing, right? So click on analytics and remarketing, and then you see I've already added all of these stuffs on this landing page, but let me show you an example. You click on add another platform, select platform, you select Google Analytics, and then you paste the ID, okay, and then you click publish, and then that is done very easily. So with this, whenever people visit your, let's say, GetResponse landing page, for instance, it's going to show up. And for instance, you can see that I have 1 active users right now. If I visit this page, all right, so let's check. You see that the number has changed to 2. So you'll be able to record activities on your landing page. Or if a developer helped you build your website, you just need to copy this code and then send it to the developer, and then paste it in the header section. Usually that's why you paste code like this. The developer will know how to go about that. Paste it in the header section, and then you'll be able to use this. All right, then the final place I'll show you how to add your Google tracking before running ads is on Seller. Now, if you are using Seller, Seller does not use Google Analytics, so you use Google Tag Manager. And the way Google Tag Manager works is it basically collects the data from Seller and then sends it to your analytics. You know, if you link your Google Analytics to your website, maybe WordPress or landing page, GetResponse or so, it's just direct transfer of data. But Google Tag Manager in this case becomes the middleman, so that it picks data from Seller and then send it to your Google Analytics. And that is also simple to do. Just come over to Google and search for Google Tag Manager. It's going to ask you to create a new account, which is very simple to do. You see Google Tag Manager here, or tagmanager.google.com. Follow this, all right, and then maybe you need to create a new account. These are the accounts I've created before, so I'll click on create account. Let's say, let me name this Seller. Select your country, Nigeria. And then if you want to share your data with Google, fine. Let me just copy my Seller store address. All right, I'll copy this. Come over here. Then paste it here. Remove the hypertext protocol there. Select web. And then click create. If you want to select iOS or Android, that means you are doing this for an app. But if you are doing it for a website, select web and click create. Just I accept, and then click yes. All right, so this is the Tag Manager code. You can just copy this and install to your website if you use the code. But this is the Tag Manager ID. So what you just want to do is to copy this. Okay, copy this, and then you want to log into your Seller account. So I'll just log into my Seller account. Here on your Seller account, you just want to click on this menu icon. Come down to where you have integrations, and then you see Google Tag Manager. Click on Google Tag Manager. I already have one here, but what you can just do is to paste the code here. Remember the code we copied. Paste it here. Ensure that there's no space before or after, and then you click update Google Tag Manager. It's as simple as that. So I've shown you how to install Google ad tracking on different websites, WordPress, landing page like GetResponse, Seller, and if a developer helped you build your website. So that's all for the account setup. I'll see you in the next lesson, where we are going to talk about how to plan your Google ads. Okay guys, let's look at planning your Google Ads. What I want to do here basically is to give you an overview of what you need to prepare for before you start setting up your ads properly. Okay, so you have like a foresight into all the things you need to put in place and the processes you'll be going through when setting up your Google Ads. And to do that, I have this layout here that I'm going to use to show you everything. Basically, what I have here is the structure of Google Ads, and here's this image to show you a skeletal view of what you'll be setting up. Now you have your Google Ads account, and then you'll be able to set up campaigns inside your Google Ads account. You can set up as many campaigns as you want, and inside each campaign you have what we call ad groups. It's just like with Facebook, you have campaign, you have ad sets, and then you have ads. So we have campaign, we have ad groups, and then each ad group is made up of keywords and ads. I will soon break down everything you are going to see inside each campaign, inside each ad group in a moment. But basically, this is what it looks like. You have campaigns, you have ad groups, and just keywords, and then the ads that people are going to see whenever they go to search for this keyword you are targeting. Over here, you see that inside a campaign, you select your campaign objective, your campaign type, the website you are sending your ad to, then you also be naming your campaign, then your main focus for the campaign, then your bid, how much you are ready to pay for each result, then the network you want to advertise on, is it search or display, then the location you are targeting, then the language you want to target as well, and then the audience segment, which is not compulsory. So these are what you have inside a campaign. You have to set up your objective, your campaign type, the website you'll be sending your ad to, the name your campaign, give it any name you want, the focus of your campaign, how much you are ready to bid per result, the network you want to advertise on, the location you're advertising to, and the language. So we are going to see all of this practically when we start setting up our ads, but I just want you to know, and you really want to bear in mind, have it at the back of your mind, that this like the steps you have to go through. Then under ad groups, you have the keywords you are targeting, the keyword you want to set your ads for. Okay, and then I'll show you how to get the keywords to target with your ads in the next lessons. We are going to follow a keyword research process because we are not just going to be targeting random keywords, although Google can help you get keywords based on the website you are going to enter here. Google will help you bring out keyword that thinks your website is related to, but we don't want to depend on Google to help us do that. And then also under ad groups, you have ads, and ads basically contain your URL, that's where you are sending your ad to primarily, the display path, your headlines, and then your descriptions. Okay, and also we have extensions. Extensions are not compulsory, but they have their own place, and we'll also look at that. And then you also need to set your budget, how much you are ready to spend on the ad on a daily basis, and then you're able to see how much that will cost you per week and per month. What will happen is, after now, before setting up your ad, you really need to decide what's your ad objective, the type of ad you are going to be running. You need to have all of this planned out before you go ahead to start setting up your ad. So we'll go over to setting up the ads in a moment, but anytime you want to set up your own ads, you need to figure all of this out before you even log into your ad account. You need to figure your objective, where you are sending your ad to, your focus, the networks you'll be using, and all of that. So anytime you want to run ads, these are the things you need to put in place. Okay, now in the next lesson, I'm going to show you the keyword research process you can follow to get specific keywords that you can target with your Google Ads that will bring you the kind of result you want, because you are going to be reaching people who are actually searching for what you're advertising, because that's the basic goal of Google Ads, to reach people who are looking for whatever it is you are trying to advertise. Okay, so I'll see you in the next lesson where I'll walk you through keyword research for Google Ads. Let's talk about keyword research. Now, this is very important because, like I told you earlier, running ads on Google is simply you bidding to rank at the top for certain keywords. Okay, So when people go to Google to search for stores, you want to target specific keywords that you want to rank for. And it's very important that before you go ahead to set up your ads and start entering different keywords, you don't want to be random about it. You want to be strategic, because you want to make sure that the keyword you are targeting, there's enough demand for it. And then you also want to see the competition, how competitive is that keyword. And then you also want to see how much it's going to cost you on average to rank at the top for that keyword. All of these factors is what I'm going to talk about in this lesson. I just hope you pay enough attention. Now, let's say for our example, I am using this. I want to advertise this YouTube training, and this is my landing page. This is where I'm going to drive traffic to. My goal is to get leads, but usually it's not advisable to optimize for leads when running Google ads. Just run click ads, so that when people click on your ad, they'll come over here and see all the details. If they're interested, they'll go ahead to join. So before I start advertising this page, what a random person will do is just to start entering YouTube training and all those blah blah blah, but that's not what you want to do. So here's what you should do. Log into your Google Ads account and then click on tools and settings, and then come over to planning, and then you see keyword planner. Now this tool is a free tool by Google that you can use to see into, like, have an insight into different keywords, how people are searching for that keyword, the competition, and how much it's going to cost you for you to rank at the top of the page. Now this is very important for you to see the cost. Very important you know how much it's going to cost you, because we are going to be placing bids on these keywords. Now let me go to keyword planner, and basically this is what it looks like. You just want to click on discover new keywords. Okay, I want to advertise a YouTube training, so let me start by entering YouTube training. I want to show you something very practically, and I hope you follow through. So I click on get results. Remember, my location is Nigeria. You can change your location by just clicking on it. You can change to wherever you want, but I want to target people in Nigeria. I'm going to close this, and then over here you'll see that YouTube training almost does not get any search, just 10. And this is like just because probably they don't want to put 0 in here, so nobody is actually bidding for this keyword. If you go ahead and set up your ad and you enter YouTube training, for instance, nobody is going to see your ad. Although one advantage with Google Ads is you only pay when people click on your ad. If people don't click, Google is not going to charge you. Now if you bid for a keyword like this, nobody is going to see your ad. Like literally in Nigeria, nobody is searching for YouTube training. All of this data is not available, so this is not a good keyword for me to target for my YouTube training. Now if I scroll down up here, you see that there are related keywords. I could just enter YouTube course, and then let me see if this is better. YouTube course is better, but it's not enough. YouTube course gets just 30 searches per month, which is not good. The low range for the top of page bid is 0.05 and the high range is 0.64. Now this is not a good keyword to target. When setting up ads on Google, it's better you go for keywords that have at least 1,000 monthly searches in that particular location. Understandably, the reason why I'm not getting enough monthly searches for this keyword I want to target is because people who should join my training, this is not what they go to Google to search for. Now you want to put yourself in the shoes of the person you want to target. If people want to attend YouTube training, what do they go to YouTube to search for? For example, how to start a YouTube channel. Typically, somebody that wants to learn how to start a YouTube channel, this is what they'll go to look for. And then I'll click on get results. And you see that this is a little bit close to what we are looking for, 880 searches per month, and the competition is medium. That's other people are bidding for this keyword, and the low range is $0.02, the top range is 0.06. How to create a YouTube channel gets even more, 9,900, but this is the best keyword for me to target. How to create a YouTube channel and make money, 1,300. And then you can see that it's also very cheap. Low range 0.04 and high range 0.14. And this is what I'll be going for, how to create a YouTube channel and make money fast. And then what we are going to do right now is to copy this. I'm going to copy this keyword, and then let me open a new Google document. So I'm going to paste this keyword that I just copied on this document right now. So I want you to keep this somewhere because this is very important to what we are doing. The next thing to do is to research your competition. Now, Google Keyword Planner is a free tool, but then it does not give you insight into what other people are doing. But tools like Ubersuggest, Ahrefs give you insight into the average monthly searches of this keyword and what other people are doing. But basically, if you are running ads, Google Keyword Planner has all the details you need. But let's say you are a blogger and you want to rank for certain keywords organically, then Google Keyword Planner is not enough. But right now, I want to see, when setting up your ads, you can just go ahead. Once you find the keyword that you like, go ahead and do your setup. But I want to see what I'll be going up against. So I'll come over to Google and search for this particular keyword I want to bid for. Now, there's nobody running ads on this keyword to Nigeria because the first result here is an organic result. So if I start running ads for this particular keyword now, it's going to be very easy for me to appear here. Now, that's clear because you can see here it states that competition for this, how to create a YouTube channel and make money, is medium. And that's what you are looking out for. Medium keywords tend to perform better. Low competition keywords might not get enough searches. That's why nobody is going for them. But you don't want to go for difficult keywords because you are going to spend a lot of money. And most times you'll be competing against very big businesses that have a lot of money. But I've just seen that there is no ad right now for this keyword. So I'm good to go. I'm literally going to dominate this particular keyword if I set up my ads for this right now, and then come back here and then take note of the top range and the high range. Let's see, 0.04 to 0.14, that's 4 cents to 14 cents. So I'm going to note this here. Now let's say I'm done with all this. This like the basic research I do, and this is the keyword I'm going to be targeting for my free YouTube training. Anybody that goes on YouTube to search for how to create a YouTube channel and make money would definitely be interested in what I have here. This training is for you if you want to learn how to start, grow and make money from your own YouTube channel. So I have the perfect answer to what they are looking for. So that is all with my keyword research. The next thing we are going to do is how to write title and describe your Google ads. And I'm going to combine this lesson with how to launch your Google ads because it's basically on the same process. So we are going to start setting up the Google ads right away. I'll see you guys in the next lesson. Alright guys, let me walk you through how you can set up your Google ads. This lesson basically will combine how to write title and describe your ad. Remember, I've told you before that your ad basically is going to have a description, will have headlines and display part. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and then subsequently you can start planning your ad from the back. You write the title and everything you need to do before you go ahead to start setting up, and then I'll show you how you can launch the ad. And basically all you need to do when your ad starts running to maintain good results. Okay, remember this is going to be our keyword, and we know the bid range that will give us the kind of result we want, which is basically to rank at the top of a particular search word. Even if there are other advertisers bidding for this same keyword, we want to be in at most first or second position because those are the ads that get the most clicks. Now, because you are bidding the highest amount on a particular keyword does not necessarily mean you are going to be number one for that keyword. Your quality score also determines the position you are going to come in among ads bidding for the same keyword. And basically the formula is your minimum bid multiplied by your quality score. And if you are competing with another advertiser for the same keyword, the person bidding the most for that keyword does not necessarily appear at the top of the page because Google wants people to find what they are looking for. So the money is not really Google's problem. Their goal is to make sure that searchers get what they want, and Google will basically try to study the experience people get whenever they search for that keyword, which of them get the most click, and how people interact with the website when they eventually visit the website. So Google use all of those factors to determine which ad is giving people the best experience, and that is how you build quality score. So if you are targeting a particular keyword, you just want to make sure that what you're advertising really meets what people are looking for by typing this keyword into Google. And also your headline, your description goes a long way in determining if people will click your ad among other ad results. That makes your click-through rate, your CTR, and Google takes note of all of those factors in determining or calculating your score. So even though the amount you are bidding for this keyword is very important, your score is also very important. So you need to take note of that. Make sure you are only bidding for keywords that your product or whatever it is you're advertising can really satisfy. Okay, so that's what I want you to take note of. All right, let's head over to our Google Ads account. Okay, so what you want to do here, we are going to create a new campaign. Remember, I've told you before, at the campaign level, you have to choose your campaign objective. And these are the different objectives you have that you can choose from: either sales, if you want to sell a product, get leads, website traffic, product and brand consideration, brand awareness, app promotion. And basically, you can just choose any of these objectives that you think aligns with what you want to achieve with your ad. And remember, I've told you before that even though I want to get leads, I want to get people to attend my YouTube training, I'll still go for website traffic. Okay, and my goal is to get people to click and visit my website. That's this landing page here. And then whenever they come here, they can decide to join the training or not. So I'll select website traffic, and then here you want to choose any of these conversion goals you've created before. I will not be using any of these because I created these conversion goals for a different campaign. And then I'll click continue. Then the next thing to select is your campaign type. All right, now the most popular and what we'll be going for is search, and that's because we want people to see our ad whenever they search for the keyword we want to be targeting. But you can see other campaign types here: performance max, display. This if you want your ad to show up on Google display networks, that's third-party mobile apps, websites, and blogs. So you can select display ads, but like I told you earlier, we will focus on just search. This is where we'll get the best result. Display ads, if you have enough money and you just want to build awareness, get the name of your business in front of people, you can use display. Then you can go for shopping ads if you run an e-commerce store and you want your ads to appear just the way you see ads from Jumia, Konga, and all those people. Then video ads, if you want to send ads to YouTube, you select video. For this case, you upload your video to YouTube and then use it for your ad. Then discovery ads, like getting ads to people email directly. But in this case, your ads are going to be in their promotions tab, not in the inbox. But you can run ads to, most times you see ads from maybe Grammarly and all these very big companies in your email. So this is how you can set it up. So let's go for our campaign type, which is search. And then you just want to select the website you want to use. So I'll just pick the website that I'll be sending people to, which is this, and then paste it in this box here. Now, the purpose of you entering your website here is Google is able to really see what your website is about and what you want to achieve, and help you extract keywords that matches your website. So we are going to give our campaign a name, and let's say that name will be, let me say, YouTube training, and then you click continue. And as you can see, everything I'm walking you through step by step here, I've showed you before that these are things you have to put together within your campaign when setting up your Google Ads. All right, so here Google is asking us what are we focusing on. We are not going for conversions, we want clicks. So you select clicks, and then you want to check this box to set a cost per click limit. And remember, the high range for this particular keyword we want to target is 14 cents. So let's say we could go for 0.2. So that's what we'll be bidding. That means, what this means is this is the highest amount you want to spend to get a click. And that does not mean you have to spend all this amount every time to get a click. You could get clicks for way less than this amount, but this is the limit you are putting on how much you are willing to spend per click. Then the next thing is the networks. Remember, I told you we are going for just search ads, so we remove display network. So we have just search network for ads. But if you want to create display ads, that's fine. You can go on and do that. But I'll be going for search network. Then scroll down, locations, I'll be targeting just Nigeria, but you can select any country or any location that you want. Just click on enter on that location, and then you'll be able to type in wherever you want to send your ad to. Let's say I want to target the United Kingdom, so I'll be able to choose wherever I want to target, or you can exclude places from your ad. So I'll just stick with Nigeria, and then if you scroll down, now if you click on location options here, you see that you'll be able to play around the location you are targeting. You don't target people who are currently present in the location or have interest in that particular location, or both. So I'm going to use people who are currently in this location, or you can select people who maybe one way or the other are interested in what's happening here. I just want people who are currently in Nigeria, okay, not people who have some kind of interest in Nigeria. Then this, if you want to exclude people present in the locations you are excluding, you can go ahead and check this box. So I'm not excluding any, I'm just targeting my desired location, so this does not really affect me. Then if you scroll down, you can select any language you want, but this is set to English for me, and I like the way it is. Then you can go ahead and play with audience segment, which I'm not going to work with at the moment, right? So I don't have any particular, I'm going to be targeting by just keywords. Then the next you just want to do, click on next. Then here at the ad group level, you can give your ad group a name. Just click on this pen icon, and then you'll be able to, let's say, change the name. If you are targeting just a particular keyword, usually if you are setting up Google Ads, it's recommended that you have different ad groups targeting different keywords, okay? And that's going to really help you with optimization when your ads start running. So let me just give this, let's say, first. For instance, you can give it any name, does not really matter. That's just to help you with how you organize your work. All right, so here are the keywords Google is recommending for me based on my website. Now you can decide to go with this, but most of these keywords here are not really useful, and that's the importance of the keyword research with these. So I'm going to remove all of this, but you could create a different ad group for these keywords that Google is recommending and see what the results will look like. So here's the keyword I want to target. So I'll copy this and then enter it here. Like I said earlier, if you have different keywords, don't just jam pack everything here. Create different ad groups under the same campaign for those keywords. That will help you see how each of the keyword is contributing to the success of your ad. Now you see, your campaign may be limited by your bid. You could get an estimated 1 more clicks per day. Basically saying what I'm bidding for is too low. So what I'm going to do, I'll try to increase my bid. So I'll come back to the campaign settings, and then let's say I'll increase it to 0.5. Let's see how that is going to be. All right, so with 0.5, I'll get estimated 34 clicks per week, and then spend maybe $11 a week. So that is fixed. Let's come back to the keywords. So let's say I'm done for this. I'm targeting just this keyword. I'll scroll down. So final URL, this way I'm driving my clicks to. So the display path is how you want, you typing out how you want your link to appear here. All right, so as you can see, you have a preview of what your ad will look like for people searching on mobile phones, and then you can also have a preview of what your ad will look like for people searching on desktop. And this is very important because you want to know how your ads will appear to people when the ads eventually start running. So I'll just type in, let's say, free. Then the second path, I'll use YouTube training. And then when you are typing all of this, you want to take note that you have 15 characters max on each of these box. So that's also something you need to know. And then down here, you want to enter your headlines. Now your headline is very, very important because this is what people are going to see before they will decide to click on your ad or not. All right, so in a case where your ads get to show up whenever people go to search for the keyword you are targeting, is your headline strong enough to make them click and visit your website? That's very important, because you can just spend a lot of money and get people to see your ad, but then they are not clicking, and that's not really what you want to achieve. So it's very important that you have a very good headline, and the goal of your headline is to get people's attention and then get them to click. And you are going to be achieving that with two things: your headline and your description. So for my headline, you can have to 7 different variations of your headline, but usually 4 is okay for me. If you fill in all of these boxes here, Google is going to basically rotate between which headline will appear for which search result per time. But you can pin the headline you want in the first position, second position, third position, and all of that. So for my headline, let me come over to the copy for my ad, and I'm going to use this headline here. Free training, copy this, and then paste it right here. And then I'm going to pin this in the first position, because if you don't do that, Google will show it wherever they want, but I don't want that. Then the second headline, I'll copy how to set up a successful YouTube channel in 24 hours. Okay, hopefully that is not more than 30 characters. Okay, that's far way more than 30 characters, so I'll delete part of it. Now when typing out your headline, there's something I want you to take note of. Most of your visitors are going to be coming from mobile phones, not desktop, so you should be looking at the preview on mobile more than on desktop. So that's just what I've noticed from experience. Majority of your searchers, the people who be visiting your website, will come on their mobile phone. All right, so this is still more than 30, so I'm going to remove to this point. Then I'll pin this as the second position. Then over to the third headline, I'll just complete the statement. We stopped at a successful. Then pick YouTube channel in 24 hours. All right, paste it in the third position, and then pin this there as well. Show only in position 3. And then finally, for the fourth option, we just enter the last statement in my headline and then paste it right here. Okay, that's too much. I'll say remove fast. Okay, so this you can only pin 3, then this is going to be free. And then let's see what we've got in the preview. All right, so as you can see from the preview here, this headline does not really make any sense to anybody who is going to see this, and I'm not going to leave it this way. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to edit this a little bit. All right, so I just tweaked that a bit, and here's what I have now. And then here I can just bring my free training here, since that's not the most important thing. I just want people to see what the training is all about. But before we move on to the next thing, this headline cannot be all capital letters, so I'm going to really retype it again like a normal sentence. Okay, so here's what I have right now, and as you can see, the preview makes more sense. And then I'm going to add the final line of my headline. Okay, so here is it. Usually 4 is okay, but you can go ahead and add other variations of your headline. But since you've pinned for the first 3 positions, this other position will just keep rotating among themselves. But I'm okay with 4, which is what I usually do. And then you can have a preview of what your headline will look like on desktop. So this makes perfect sense. And then you scroll down to the description. You can have up to 4 different variations of your description, and this where you want to type in a supporting statement to your headline. So your headline and your description together will decide if people are going to click or not. And you basically want to check your website and what is the website giving people, so you just want to describe that there. So I'll just type in, this training is for you if you want to learn how to start, grow, and make money on YouTube. Now for the description, you can have up to 90 characters, but most times the most part of the 90 characters will be out of what people can see on the search page. So I'll just enter a second line of description, but I'll make sure that this is in position 1. And then let me see what I can pick from my landing page again. Okay, I'll just cut part of this and then paste it here. Then I'll pin this in the second position. All right, let's say this is what I've got. And then if probably you don't know what to write, you can click on view ideas and YouTube is going to make suggestions to you. or you could use AI writers. There are a lot of AI tools that will help you write your Google Ads description that you can use. Okay, then I'll click on done. All right, but before I click on next here, there's something I just want to show you with the keywords. You see this description that you have added down here. It's just showing you how you want your ad to match with the keyword you are targeting. For broad match, that means anything people type in Google search and then it's in any way related to the keyword you are targeting, your ad is going to show up for that search. But if you want to add your ad to match just phrases that contain exactly this keyword, then you enter double quotation mark around your keyword. Okay, so for the first broad match, if people search for something like how can I create a YouTube channel and make money, then this ad will likely show up for that keyword because Google will in a way match it with what I'm targeting. But if you want the search to contain this exact phrase, but then there could be something in front, maybe how to create a YouTube channel and make money in Nigeria, or something that has an addition at the tail or at the head, you enter this double quotation mark and that will give you a phrase match. But if you want what people will search for to exactly carry the keyword you are targeting, then you enter a keyword in a parenthesis. All right, so I'll be going for broad match, so I will not be adding any symbol to it. Okay, but if you want to go for exact match, if you want your ad to show up when people search for this keyword you are targeting exactly, then you enter your keyword in a parenthesis or phrase match. And then you can also create different ad groups for the different keyword match to test which of them will give you the best result. So what I'm going to do now is to click on next. All right, so here the Google is suggesting you add site links, but I'm not going to bother with the site links at the moment. I'll just click next. Then your daily budget, you just want to enter how much you are willing to spend per day. Let's say I'll just enter $5 for this particular ad group. In a week I could spend maybe $10. This is an estimate. It could be above this amount or it could be below, but it's going to be within this range. But my daily budget is going to be $5, and then I can go ahead and click next. All right, so Google is giving you a recommendation, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to bother about that. I'll just scroll down and just make sure that everything you have here is correct, and then you just want to click on publish campaign. All right, so with this, Google is going to take some time to review your ad before your ad will start showing on Google search. Okay, and basically, like I said earlier, you should create different ad groups for different keywords and different keyword match, so that with time you'll be able to see the keyword that is getting you the most clicks at the cheapest rate, and you basically want to stop the ad groups or the keywords that are not performing at their best and basically leave your best performing keywords to be running. So this is it with setting up Google Ads. And if you want to set up YouTube Ads, it's just the same process, but this time you'll be needing a video or an image that will show up on YouTube. The same when you are setting up display ads, you also need images that people will see basically on these different applications and different blogs. So when your ads start running, initially you are not going to get the best results. That's like a normal thing with Google Ads. Your best results will come with time. So you really want to give your ads enough time to really optimize and start producing the best results. And when you are running ads on Google for the very first time, you are going to start losing money, but eventually on the long run, your ad will start bringing you the kind of results you want. So that's all for this lesson, guys. I'll see you in the next one.